Imagine being held hostage by a molecule, a tiny speck of chemistry that controls your choices, your desires, your very life. That's the power of dopamine. Welcome to the fascinating world of neurochemistry, where dopamine, a seemingly insignificant neurotransmitter, holds sway over our lives. This small molecule is like the unseen puppeteer pulling the strings of our behavior, decision-making, and pleasure-seeking tendencies, making us dance to its tune. You see, dopamine is often referred to as the feel-good hormone. It's what gives us that rush of satisfaction when we score a goal, ace a test, or bite into a delicious piece of cake. It plays a crucial role in how we perceive pleasure and reward, and it's this very function that can sometimes lead us down the rabbit hole of addiction. Let's take a moment to picture this. Imagine you're scrolling through your social media feed. You come across a post that makes you laugh, or perhaps it's a heartwarming video of a puppy. Each like, each share, each comment releases a small burst of dopamine in your brain, making you feel good. So you keep scrolling, seeking out more of these dopamine hits. Before you know it, hours have passed. You're caught in the dopamine loop. Or perhaps you're someone who can't resist the allure of sugary foods. That first bite of a chocolate bar or a scoop of ice cream sends a wave of dopamine coursing through your brain. It's a rush of pleasure, a moment of pure bliss. You crave more, and so you eat more, even when you're full, even when you know it's not good for your health. This is the power of dopamine. It can turn simple pleasures into compulsions, transforming us into hostages of our own desires. But what if there was a way to break free from this molecular puppet master? What if you could regain control, reset your brain, and reclaim your life? Enter the world of dopamine detox. Dopamine detox, a term that conjures images of monastic discipline and self-denial. But it's not about deprivation, it's about liberation. So, what exactly is a dopamine detox? And no, it's not about completely eliminating dopamine from your life. That would be impossible and undesirable, as dopamine is crucial for our survival. It's the neurotransmitter that motivates us to pursue rewards and avoid punishments. Dopamine detox, in essence, is a conscious effort to reduce our over-reliance on dopamine-driven behaviors. It's about trying to reset our brain's reward system, which can become overstimulated in today's world of instant gratification. Let's imagine a person named Alex. Alex loves scrolling through social media. It's the first thing he does in the morning and the last thing he does at night. He's constantly checking for updates, likes, and comments. This constant exposure to social media triggers a continuous flow of dopamine in Alex's brain, making him feel good in the moment, but leaving him feeling unsatisfied in the long run. Alex decides to embark on a dopamine detox. He commits to take a break from social media for a few days, challenging his brain to find satisfaction in other activities. He replaces screen time with reading, exercising, and spending time in nature. It's not easy at first. His fingers itch to scroll through feeds, to click on notifications, but as days pass, Alex starts to notice a shift. He begins to find joy in these other activities that don't give him that instant dopamine hit, but provide a deeper, more sustained sense of satisfaction. And that's the key takeaway here. Dopamine detox isn't about denying ourselves pleasure or reward. It's about redefining what reward means to us. It's about moving away from the fleeting, superficial rewards of our digital age towards more meaningful, fulfilling experiences. Dopamine detox isn't a quick fix. It's a journey towards reclaiming control over your own mind. It's about creating a sustainable and healthy relationship, not just with social media, but with all aspects of our lives that may be driven by the addictive allure of dopamine. It's a journey towards liberation from the chains of instant gratification. So how does dopamine tie into addiction? It's like a reward system gone haywire. Let's imagine a character named Alex. Alex is a regular guy, just like anyone else, but he's been struggling with a certain addiction. It could be to pornography, perhaps sugar, or even excessive phone usage. You see, every time Alex engages in his addictive behavior, his brain releases a flood of dopamine. This neurochemical is like a pat on the back from the brain, a reward for behavior that's supposed to be beneficial for survival. But in Alex's case, the dopamine is rewarding the wrong kind of behavior, reinforcing his addiction. It's like when you're playing a video game and you complete a challenging level or defeat a boss. That sense of accomplishment you feel? That's dopamine. Your brain is rewarding you for overcoming an obstacle. But now imagine if the game started rewarding you for losing, for hitting the wrong button, or for standing still. That's what's happening to Alex. His brain is rewarding him for behavior that's detrimental to his well-being. This misguided reward system can lead to a vicious cycle. The addictive behavior triggers a dopamine release, which makes Alex feel good. But as he repeats this behavior, his brain becomes desensitized to the dopamine. He needs to engage in the addictive behavior more and more to achieve the same level of satisfaction. This is how dopamine ties into various addictions. Whether it's pornography, masturbation, sugar, alcohol, or excessive phone usage, the underlying mechanism is the same. It's not about the specific behavior, but about the dopamine reward system in the brain. A system that's been hijacked by the addiction. But here's the good news. Understanding this connection is the first step towards breaking free from the chains of addiction. By realizing that it's not just about willpower, but about a neurochemical imbalance, we can start to take control. We can start to reroute the reward system, to break the cycle. Understanding the role of dopamine in addiction is the first step towards breaking free. The choice to embark on a dopamine detox isn't just about breaking free from addiction. It's about unlocking a world of benefits. Imagine a world where you're no longer at the mercy of your cravings. A world where your mind is clear, focused, and free from the constant noise of digital distractions. This is the world that greets you when you choose to undergo a dopamine detox. Dopamine detox isn't just about breaking addictions. It's also about improving your mental health. When you're constantly chasing that next hit of dopamine, whether it's from social media, sugar, or other addictive behaviors, it can lead to feelings of anxiety and depression. But when you remove these dopamine triggers, you create space for calmness and tranquility to take root. You'll find yourself less stressed, more content, and generally happier. But the benefits of dopamine detox don't stop there. How about waking up feeling refreshed and well-rested? When you're not spending hours scrolling through social media before bed, you're giving your brain the chance to wind down and prepare for a good night's sleep. The result? You wake up feeling rejuvenated and ready to tackle the day. And then there's the gift of focus and productivity. Imagine being able to sit down and concentrate on a task without the constant urge to check your phone or snack on something sweet. With a dopamine detox, you're training your brain to focus on what truly matters, not just what provides an immediate hit of pleasure. The result is increased productivity and a sense of accomplishment. Consider the story of Emily, a graphic designer who was constantly distracted by her phone and social media. After starting a dopamine detox, Emily noticed she was able to concentrate on her work for longer periods and her productivity soared. She was also sleeping better and felt more at ease in her day-to-day life. Emily's story is just one example of the transformative power of a dopamine detox. A dopamine detox doesn't just change your relationship with dopamine, it transforms your life. The benefits of a dopamine detox are many, and they all lead to one thing: a healthier, happier, and more focused you. So why not give it a try? You've got nothing to lose and a world of benefits to gain. Are you ready to reclaim control over your choices, your desires, your life? The first step might be simpler than you think. It's all about setting the stage for change. Begin by identifying your triggers. Is it your phone that keeps you hooked, or perhaps a particular app? Consider removing them or reducing your screen time. It's okay to start small. A few minutes less each day can add up to hours in a week. Next, engage in activities that do not involve screens. It could be reading a book, going for a walk, or simply enjoying a conversation with a friend. These activities not only reduce your reliance on dopamine-triggering screens, but also enrich your life in different aspects. Remember, change is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It may seem daunting at first, but every journey begins with that first step. And you are not alone in this. There are countless others who have embarked on this journey and emerged victorious. Their stories are testimonies of hope and resilience. So take heart, take a deep breath, and take that first step. It's your life. It's your choice. Break free from the power of dopamine and discover the person you were meant to be.